everybody, welcome. It is our second Pilates class of the 4-week challenge. My name is Midnight and I'm happy to have you here for this Pilates class. And we are going to get on the mat, burn into the core, get into our joints, and have some good, deep foundational strengthening. Today we will need a mat or something to lay down on, and grab yourself a towel, rolled up towel, small one, if you need something for a little extra assistance. We will be adding on to our Pilates 1 class that we did last week. If you want to join that class, I'll put the link in the description. If you didn't join the class, no worries, you can still jump in on this class. Totally up to you, but we'll take care of you either way. Take breaks whenever you need to, modify whenever you need to, listen to your bodies, and do whatever you need to do to take care of yourself on the mat. All right, everyone, we're going to get down on this mat, burn into the core, and have a great time. Let's go. We start laying down on the mat today. Go ahead and lay yourself all the way down. Have that rolled up towel close, just in case you need it. Start with our 1, 2, 3 engagement of the core. And number 1, suck the belly button in, like you're trying to button up a tight pair of pants around your midsection. 2, pull the tailbone long and press the lower back down into the mat. 3, tuck the ribs down and in. One more time, I'll move my arms so you can see. 1, suck the belly in. 2, lower back presses down. 3, ribs tucked down and in. Try and keep that engagement the entire class. That 1, 2, 3 connection, knitting everything in. Pull the knees to a 90-degree angle. Start by just doing some knee lowers. Tapping the toe, then lifting back up again. Notice when you do this, if you lose the 1, 2, 3 connection of your core, if you feel that lower back start to arch, don't lower down as far. Just bring the toes out a little bit. Or maybe you just try to hold with the knees in 90 degrees, keeping that connection knitted in around the midsection. And breathe. Open up through the collarbone, draw the belly button in. Hold the knees at 90 degrees into our 100. Curl head, neck, and shoulders up. Lengthen the arms long, pump the arms up and down. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 10. In. Out, 2, 3, 4, 20. In. Out, 2, 3, 4, 30. Keep going. Out, 2, 3, 4, 40. Keep drawing the belly button down towards the spine. Halfway there, lengthen the legs if you can. 60, inhale. Exhale. 70, 3 more breaths. Can you lower the legs any lower? 80, last 2. 90, last 1. Out, 2, 3, 4, 100. Bend the knees in. Sway yourself side to side. Ooh, that core should be feeling nice and warm already. If you need a little extra assistance, I know I will, grab your towel, set it underneath your sacrum. So it's going to be the lower back, that flat section of your lower back for your roll up. Lengthen the legs long, reach the arms up towards the ceiling, pull the belly in, roll yourself up 1 vertebra at a time. Keep that roundness of the spine, pull the belly back behind you, curl down slow. Try and dig your heels into the floor, articulating through the spine. Reach the arms overhead, make sure the ribs don't pop up. Again, roll up. So that towel is just gonna give you a little extra bolster. My sticky spot in my back, it's hard for me to round my lower back. So this helps give me just a little extra something to push off of so I can round myself up and down. Maybe try it with the towel, then try it without. See how it goes. Can we do a few a little bit faster? Curl. At the top, keep the roundness of your spine. Rounding over a giant ball in your stomach. Last one. Curl all the way down, take the mat out from behind you. into our reverse crunch, and eventually into rollover. Knees tuck in, just tuck the hips. Now you have the option to just stay here. We went here in our last Pilates class. We're gonna build onto this. Option, extend the legs and tuck up and over. Float that tailbone up, press down with your hands. Maybe find a moment of suspension. Try not to kick the legs over. Try to find that float. Option for full rollover. Extend the legs out, lift overhead, push into the mat, roll up and over. Try to stack the hips above the shoulders. If you want, you can give yourself a little hip support. This is also where we always tuck in our shirts, right? The traditional tucking in of shirts of Pilates. And then curl down slow and controlled. A couple more wherever you go, wherever you are. Trying to articulate the spine again, gain that flexion, rounding of the spine. Massaging through the spine. One more. Slow, controlled roll down. Yes, bend the knees in. Give yourself a gentle rock and roll. Ooh, yeah. Little inversion. Single leg circles. One leg long, other leg up to the ceiling. Grab on, give it a gentle stretch. If you want to take the towel and hook it over that foot, give yourself a little extra leverage and assistance, go for it. Otherwise, just grab on wherever you can and feel a stretch in the back of the leg. Lengthen out the hamstring. Go into the circles, hands down, 1, 2, 3, connection of the core. Circle the leg around, down, out to the side, up, pause at the top. Cross the body, down, around, up, pause. Keep going. How still can you get your body? Hips are heavy on the mat, arms pushing into the floor. This bottom leg is also grounding down into the mat. Stabilizing against that moving leg. Circle other way, around, cross over the hip. We don't often cross over that midline. It's good to reach over there. Challenge the hip joint to stretch over. Find the pause at the top every time. So we're not just going through the circles, we're intentionally stopping and starting each time. Yeah, grab onto that leg, curl head, neck, and shoulders up, lengthen the other leg off of the mat, scissors. Pull, pull, pull. Gentle pull with your arms, trying to get that nose towards the knee. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the other leg, drop the other leg down. Gentle hamstring stretch. Breathe into it. Take these moments where we're not moving to relax, catch your breath. All right, circle the top leg, ground down, heavy in the hips, circle around, pause at the top. Notice your core. Did you lose anything of that 1, 2, 3 connection? Mostly draw, pull the belly in, and make sure that lower back is reaching towards the mat, pushing down into the floor. Circle other way. It's okay if we lose the 1, 2, 3 connection. We usually always do. We gotta remind ourselves just to get back onto it. Cue ourselves to engage back in. Last one. Grab onto that leg, curl yourself up, pulse, pulse, switch. Pulse, pulse. On the second pulse, lift higher. Use your hands on your leg to lift higher up. Pulse, lift higher. Pulse, lift higher. Exhale, exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Bring the knees in. Give yourself a gentle sway side to side. Going right into corkscrew. Both legs go up, they circle around. Hands by your side, circle down, around. Pause at the top, go the other way. All right, so this is just like we were doing with single leg. We got both legs up now, so it's harder. Keep grounding down through the lower back. And maybe your corkscrew is small. It can be this big, and I still feel it in my core and in my hips. So again, you choose where your body needs it today. Even out, going both directions. And then open up to happy baby. Grab on the insides or outsides of your feet. Open the knees wide. Gentle sway. Whew. Building up that sweat. Whoever said Pilates wasn't cardio? It's hard work, Pilates. It can be. It can also be restorative and renewing. It's all of the things. Jumping into our ab series. I know everything in Pilates is an ab series, but this is the official one. Right. Moving through it quickly. 5 exercises. Just follow along. Single leg stretch. Curl up. Grab one knee in and switch. Pull that knee in. Grab onto it with your hands and drop closer to your chest, to your armpit. Last one. Double leg stretch. Both knees in. Extend out long, hollow body. Circle the arms, tuck back in. Extend and tuck. Hardest part, at least for me, is in this extended position. Ooh, keeping that lower back onto the mat and keeping the belly drawn in. You do the best you can. Last one. Legs up towards the ceiling. Lower, lift the legs. Lower down. Scoot to lift. If you need a little extra cushioning, hands can go underneath the tailbone. Or you can also take that rolled up towel and put it underneath the tailbone. It just gives you a little extra cushioning, a little extra assistance. Keep grounding down through the lower back, really feeling it in that core. A couple more. Lengthen through the legs. Last one. Hold legs at 45-degree angle, hands behind the head, and twist. Crisscross. Try and keep your shoulders up the entire time. So they're not coming down in between. They lift higher through the center. Or at least they try to. Bring out the torso. We're almost there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, release it all the way down. Take the towel out. Grab onto your feet. Knees go wide, about shoulder height, shoulder width. Curl yourself up, round the spine. Give yourself just gentle rocks forward and back. I'm pulling on my shins. I'm kicking my knees into my hands and really trying to round that lower back. Start to make it a little bigger, until you come all the way up to seated. And we do full rolling like a ball. Now you can stick to just those little tiny rocks or scoot yourself to the end of the mat. Find the balance on your tailbone. Grab onto the ankles again. Round the spine, trying to get the ears in between the knees. Inhale on the way back. Exhale up. Try to find that balance. Inhale back. Exhale up. Find the balance. Now this is not necessarily about how fast you go. It's more about trying to roll out the spine, massage through the spine. So if you have any chunky areas and those sticky spots where it's hard to roll through, that's where I want you to really focus, to curl into that area. One more try. Stay all the way up. Scoot yourself back. Open the legs up into a saw. Ooh, we're moving through it, friends. We're moving through. Our last Pilates class, we moved pretty quickly as well, but took a little more time in between transitions. Now that we know these exercises a little bit better, we can move through them a little faster. Saw, cross, over the midline, pinky finger towards pinky toe. Back hand tries to high five the ceiling behind you. Draw the ear towards your knee. hold. Both sit bones. This hip is pulling back as I reach in the other direction, oppositional. Come up, inhale. Exhale, twist. Pinky towards pinky. Backhand high fives the ceiling behind me. Try to get my ear towards my knee. Look back behind me. Hold. Draw this hip back behind. Reach the hand in the opposite direction. Twisting through the spine. Coming up. Moving faster. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Saw it down. Come up. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Saw. And up. Again. Saw. Lift up. Inhale. Exhale. Saw. Up. And good. Release. Ooh, okay. Into some back extensions. Wipe off your sweat if you need it. Swan dive. We did a swan prep. Let's start with that. Hands stacked, forehead on the stacked hands. Pull the belly button up and in. Zip up your inner thighs. Lift and lower just the upper body. You can stay here. This is great. All of us need to be doing more back extensions. Almost all of us, most of us. Combat all the hunching we do. All that forward leaning over a computer and phone. And rest it down. If you want to take it up a notch, hands go underneath your armpits. Lift up to like a cobra position. You go as high as you can. Maybe it's all the way to straight arms. Maybe keep a bend in the elbows, but keep the shoulders away from the ears. Bend the elbows down. Squeeze the glutes. Lift the legs up back behind you. Keep drawing inner thighs together. Lower legs down, lift up to the heart. Bend the elbows, lower down, lift the legs. So you're creating this banana shape with your body. So when the chest lowers, the legs start to lift. When the chest lifts, the legs lower. If you want to, you can start to speed this up. Find a little momentum. One time we can actually use momentum on the mat. Full swan dive. Take the arms overhead and catch. Keep drawing the belly in. Squeeze the glutes. A few more tries wherever you are. Last one. Push back child's pose. Knees go wide, big toes barely touching, hips sink back towards the heels. And breathe. Because we don't work our back a lot, or a lot of times we don't work back extension as much as we should, our back can fatigue and seize quickly. So maybe you only do a few of those and then you take a break. Maybe you only work the upper part of your body, then the lower part. And you gotta choose what your body is telling you to do and honor that place. Double leg kicks back onto your stomach. Cheek goes down. Interlace the hands behind on your lower back. Zip up the inner thighs. Pull the hands back behind you. Lift to the heart like you're on the bow of a ship. Bend the elbows, come back down, switch so the other cheek goes down. And lift up, squeeze shoulder blades together, and come down. Again, lift up, open up through the shoulders, open up through the heart. Last one. Come down, hold. All right, lift the legs up, flex the feet, kick the heels in for 3, 2, 1. Extend the legs, lift up through the heart, just like we did before. Bend the elbows, other cheek down, kick the heels in, 3, 2, 1. Lengthen up, lower down. Again, in, reach. Lower down, kick hard, harder, hardest, reach. One more each way, kick, press into the hands. Last time, kick, reach. And push back child's pose. Yeah, open up the shoulders, getting into the back of the legs, the hamstrings. Working that full back body. Need it from top to bottom to work the back. Lay onto your side. Get into the side of our body. So we work the back of our body. Now we go to the often forgotten side of our body as well. Lift the feet up and tap down. Just a little lift and lower. Now lift yourself up off of this armpit, off of the side. If that feels like too much, you can also just relax. Lay your head down on your bicep. If you can, prop yourself up. Keep the feet lifted. Float the feet to the front edge of your mat. Keep the hips stacked. Extend side kicks and back. Notice it's a lot like single leg circle in that I'm trying to keep my body still. Don't kick so much that you let your body, your shoulders start to do this dance. Keep the upper body as still as possible. Brace with your core. Keep strong in the shoulders. Just work through that hip. Good. Full circles. Come up as high as you can. You have to rotate through that hip joint. Reach back behind you. Keep square in the shoulders. Bring it back forward. Now this is going to depend on your hip flexibility. Maybe your circle is more down here. Maybe it's even lower. That's okay. Carving through wherever that point is in your hip joint. And it'll point out where you have tight spots. Right there is my tight spot. Oh, it's a little twingy in my hip right there. One more this way. It's good. We got to work into those areas. Other direction. Kick the leg back, lift the foot up, try to rotate it up and through. Reach back, lift up, carve through that hip joint. How are the shoulders doing? How's the belly button doing? We still try to keep that 1, 2, 3 connection of the core, even though we're on our side. I know, it never ends. That core is always working for us. Last one. Oh, good. Give it a little shake out. All right, transition over to the other side. It's good. Do some good old-fashioned teasers. Teaser prep first. Take your rolled up towel if you need it. I know I will. Extend one leg up towards the ceiling. Curl yourself up, lift up, lower down. 2 more on this leg. Curl up, reach up towards the toe. Open through the heart, try to get a flat back, and then curl back down. Last one. Curl, lift, lower down. Switch other leg. We've got 3. Curl, lift, lower down. Oh, if you get stuck, like I just did, use your legs to help lift you up. No shame in getting stuck. Hold at the top. Hands go back behind you. Try and lift both legs up. Pivot yourself around to the other side. Or get to the other side however you can. Prop yourself up. Get that gap between the armpit and the mat. And lift and lower the legs. Draw the belly in. So Pilates, I have a new appreciation for Pilates. I mean, I've been teaching it for a while now. I've been taking it for a lot longer. But once I had a job where I was sitting a lot more, I was driving a lot more, my joints, they seized up. My spine seized up. Take those feet, bring them forward, stack the hips, draw the belly in, top leg kicks forward and back. Keep everything still, upper body, just the leg moves. So I tried at least, to start integrating Pilates into my mornings, even if it was like 15 minutes. And man, that helped with my joints. My hips started to hurt and ache. My hip flexors were getting really tight. And it didn't necessarily get me back to where I was before I was sitting down a lot. But it definitely stopped the regression of my body and helped my body feel a little pain-free, more pain-free than before. So I really appreciate Pilates because it just works the joints, it works the muscles in a way that helps nourish them for longevity. Bring the leg forward, lift it all the way up, carve it up and around, and back. Keep going. We got all sorts of different kinds of workouts, and they're all good. They're good to cross-train. Different workouts focus on different things, different systems of our bodies, different parts of our bodies. But I think Pilates is a really good way to go if you're looking to just move and feel well as we age and as we grow. Go the other direction. Press back, lift up, circle around. I used to say this when I worked at a gym here in Chicago. I would tell my clients, there's a lot of different classes you can do, and they're all great. You should do them all, try them all. Different trainers you could go train with. The Pilates body may not be able to lift the most weight, but it's gonna age the most gracefully. And I really do believe that. Allow you to move for your entire life. Relax it down, yeah. All right, full teaser. Let's give it a shot. If you need it, take the towel behind your back. Woo. All right, teasers. They're one of my Pilates kryptonites, so, we're gonna be struggling together. If you're struggling, you may not. Curl yourself up, try to reach the toes, and lift out to a V position. Open through the heart, find that balance, just like we did in our rolling like a ball. Curl down, slow, controlled. Again. Try not to use momentum. That's the hardest part for me. I want to swing those arms overhead to make sure I get up there. A couple more. Lengthen through the chin. And just try, right? Last one. Trying our best. That's what it's all about. Oh, yes. Nice work. All right. Onto our front. A little more back extension, lift up and swim it out. Now you can do this nice, in fact, let's all do this nice and slow, just alternating. Sometimes we get up here and we swim like crazy. It's not about that. It's about stabilizing, moving, opposite arm and leg, lengthening out long, and stabilizing through our back body. 3, 2, 1. Good. Push up into quadruped position. Give yourself a few cat-cows or just move that spine around wherever feels good. We're almost to that end, friends. We got some leg pulls. We're gonna end it with a seal and go up to standing. Ground yourself down. Leg pulls. Tuck the toes under into your plank position. Pull the belly button in towards the spine. Press your palms into the floor and your shoulders up and out. Make that gap between your shoulder blades. Widen it. Leg pull is lift one leg up, set it down. Other leg lifts and set down. You can absolutely do this in a modified plank position or in a quadruped position. And working the back of the hamstrings, working the legs, stabilizing through the core, working that upper body as well. One more on each leg, make sure you even out. And then set it back, child's pose. Okay. Let's see if we can add on a little push up to that. Let's try it out. Into your plank position. Lift one leg up. Push up down. Up. Switch over to the other side. Now again. If that's not accessible, come down right here. Knees are great. Quadruped is great. Or you can do the regular leg pull wherever you are. Keep breathing. One more each leg. Set back, child's pose. Yeah, nice work, Pilates. Pilates peeps. Oh, let's do that finale. We're in that home stretch. Told you we would do it last class. So it is coming. We're going to the zoo. We're headed for our seals. Seal is one of the most playful of the exercises. I always imagine that this is a great thing to take home if you have a kid or a niece or a nephew or a cousin who's a little kid. Try doing this with them. It's a lot of fun. Into that rolling like a ball position, I'm just gonna grab around my legs here, float up, and clap my feet 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Then I roll back. I try and find that moment of suspension, clap. 1, 2, 3. Roll up, pause. 1, 2, 3, roll back. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You go at your pace. It's that back part that always gets me. Sometimes I can suspend and clap. Sometimes it has to be a really quick clap. Maybe you just work on finding the balance at the top. One more time, then we're gonna try and take this seal up to standing. So use the momentum, go back. Use the momentum, plant your feet, come up over your toes, and stand all the way up. Or get up however you can. Nice work, everyone. Heels together, toes apart, that Pilates V. Zip up through the inner thighs, roll the shoulders up and back. Ground down through your feet. Just feel what your body feels like in this moment. Take one arm up. Reach the arm back behind you. Open up. Give yourself that twist again. Over to the other side. We need to twist our spine more often. Our spine works and moves in lots of different directions. We don't often work it in all of those directions. How often have I strained a muscle by just looking over my shoulder to check my blind spot? Right? It's a good little cue, huh? I'm probably not working that rotation enough then. That's all it took. Hands interlace, put behind your head, open to a boss pose, up the heart. Lift up through the spine, draw the belly in, stack the head on top. Ooh, some lateral, some side bends. So again, work all the directions of the spine. Pilates is about a lot, but if you had to boil it down to one thing, spine health, core and spine health. I guess that's kind of two things, but they're interwoven together. Keep the spine healthy, keep the core strong. You really can't have one without the other. Open up last time, boss pose. Relax the arms down, lift the heels up and down, and see how you feel right now. Maybe a little sweaty, hopefully warm, but also a goal in our Pilates sessions is we leave the mat, we leave the class feeling lighter and longer than when we started. Maybe that happened today, maybe it didn't, but just see. Try not to judge. Just see how you feel. Do you feel a little lighter, a little longer, a little less sticky? Hold the heels up, zip up, feel that length all the way through the crown of your head. Lift the arms up overhead, try and grow longer and taller for 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Take your hands, fluff your aura. Good intentions, gratitude, thanks to our bodies, to ourselves. Shake it out, crosses up top, in the center, down low. Lift the energy up, let it pour down on you. Exhale. Thank you, core. Thank you, spine. Thank you, body. We did it. That is your second Pilates class. If you're interested in becoming a Patreon member, you can sign up at patreon.com/movewithmidnight. You get extra perks and bonuses by being a member. Plus your donations just help us keep this channel going, helps us make these videos run. For those of you doing the full 4-week challenge program, your journal prompt for today is taking 5 minutes to reflect on things you are grateful for. We will keep building on these journal prompts as we go forward. Check out our website, check out the rest of our channel. We have lots of classes, lots of fun ways to keep your body moving and going. Thank you, movers, for joining. Have a great rest of your day. Hope to move with you again. Have a good one, everyone. Thanks again. See you later.